Alright guys, we're returning for a rematch with the Uriola Harbor and Keep. Once again. And this is the Gwent tutorial for the monster decks. And monster is probably the hardest deck to play. It's still not very difficult. But it's certainly a lot more interesting than the other decks because you're not just abusing spies or hoping the opponent doesn't beat you with spies, which is what you do with the elves. But with the monster deck, pretty much all of your creatures that are any good will have the muster ability, which plays them all on the board. So your objective is basically to have one of each of these in your opening hand, and you only want to play the three big, really good muster minions. You don't want to play the crappy ones and twos down here, the ghouls and neckers. And you could maybe play like Earth Elemental or Fiend if you wanted, but it doesn't seem like they're that useful. Probably just Earth Elemental because Fiend is melee, so if anything affected melee, it would also affect the Fiend. Of course, that doesn't explain why I'm playing Vesemir, so how about we swap out Vesemir for Earth Elemental. There you go. And this deck is actually pretty close to optimal, so... once again, the legendaries aren't that good except for the K-Ren, since it buffs all melee units, so if you played every melee unit, that's something like 15, so it's basically a 23 attack, and then if you double their attack, then it's 38 attack, so that's pretty impressive. And let's look at the leader abilities. So this leader ability is actually okay. Like, it's certainly much better than the other weather card abilities, which are all the other hero powers, because you can pick it. So if you need this one, you have that one. But you're still making your deck worse by putting those cards in the deck in the first place. So you don't really want to play this if you have an option. And chances are, if you have a playable monster deck, then you have an option. This one is good. Again, it's a strength doubler. Commander's Horn, except on melee, but melee is the only Commander's Horn you would want for monsters anyway. So this might be the best one, but I don't think it's the coolest one. And this one over here is okay. It's like the Nilfgaard one, except not quite as good. But you can kind of use it the opposite way, where they play a spy and you don't have a decoy, so you can get it from your discard pile and then play it. So it's sort of like you had a decoy to steal their spy. So it's not that bad. And this one is really fascinating. So you blow up 2 of your cards and then draw a card of your choice. So basically you can guarantee that you will draw your Mysterious Elf or Avalak every single turn, which is excellent. Or every single game. So basically you kind of want 2 junk cards in your hand. So that's why you might want to play more Commander's Horns or more decoys or more weather cards in your deck, just so you have something to toss so you can get to the Mysterious Elf faster. You don't want that many. Probably like 3 is good enough, but in any case, this is an excellent card, an excellent hero ability, and very, very interesting. And that's what I'm going to go with. And we're starting. Nice. Same guy I played last time who seemed to have a pretty good deck, so hopefully it keeps it. So, like I said, we want 1 of each, and we already have 1 of each, so we want to toss the least common denominator, or the most common denominator. So I have 3 Aracuses, so I want to toss these and try to get something that isn't one of the other muster cards. So, failed once. And didn't fail a second time. So like a Geralt. Geralt's obviously ridiculous. Since I have 2 decoys in hand, I can immediately play this and get my Mysterious Elf if I want to. However, since I also have the Earth Elemental, I can also toss that for the Mysterious Elf, which I think I'm going to do since he's playing Northern Realms. Because I might want to decoy a spy. I'm not sure if this guy runs spies based on the previous match, but it might be worth the effort. So now we can scroll through the entire deck, and there's Avalak. And there's Thaler, so we immediately Want to steal Solar back, so he doesn't gain too much card advantage. That was strange. So sometimes a tactic you can use is just to use your hero ability to waste the opponent's turn, because they have to go to respond to it. But depending on the hero ability, that can work okay, but most of the time I don't think it's that great. But obviously the opponent decided to do that. Since Thaler gets buffed by 1, he gets doubled twice, so now he has 4 attack instead of a measly 2, or a measly 1. But it's still not very impressive. Since he actually has card advantage, it might actually be pretty difficult to win this game. We'll see. Oh, I actually screwed up. So, the best way to play the game is to play your monsters first, and then play your spies after that, so that you can only draw more hero cards. But instead now I'm at a pretty large disadvantage in terms of card advantage. I'm already down 2 cards. So it's probably in my interest just to pass. Even though he's going to draw another card off of that. But what can you do? I think I'm actually going to lose this, so we'll play him again and see how that goes. There's Geralt. I'll respond, of course, with Geralt. To win, he has to not have another spy, essentially. If he doesn't have another spy, then we might be okay. We'll see. Since I only have 1/6 to blow up right now, this is actually alright, but if he played Villain Tremendous or whatever his name is, he would still be able to blow up all of my minions because they're all 4. So we'll get into this further if I lose, but you want to play the vampires first because you get 1/5. Triss? Triss is melee apparently? Why is Triss melee? That makes no sense. And of course, since the game doesn't respect Triss, she just has less attack than every other hero card in the game and doesn't have an additional ability to go with it, so it sucks to be Triss. I think I'm pretty much guaranteed to lose here because I'm not going to get any value out of the Biting Frost. Well, that play kind of sucked. So maybe not. I don't know. Oh, I can't win, right? No, I can. My one way to win here is... Oh, I can't win anymore. Is to keep my card on the turn, or on the board, and for him to have literally nothing. But he has 4 cards, so he probably has something. Yep, so I lose. And he was nice and efficient about it. I don't see that defeat screen very often, but it does happen from time to time.
Greetings, stranger. Have a drink with us.
If I'd played that correctly, I maybe still would have lost, but maybe not. I probably would have drawn a little better, so it would have been closer. And the game does leave it open for some argument whether Eridan is worth playing, or this Hero Power Destroyer of Worlds is worth playing against Northern Realms because he has so many spies. Maybe not. But I'm still gonna stick with it because I think it's cool. So now I have no junk cards, basically. Fire and Earth. Rakus. So toss another Rakus, hope for the best. I didn't get lucky. I'm not sure who I would toss here if I wanted to draw the Mysterious Elf. It's hard to say. I guess it would be the 2 Earth Elementals. But this might actually be impossible to win, just based off of the draw. Maybe not if I can get a decoy off of Mysterious Elf, or if he doesn't draw his spies, then we might be okay. We'll see. And so I'm gonna lead with the Catachan, the vampires, so that now I have a buffer, so if he was to play a Scorch, it would only kill this one. And he's got super catapults, so this is one of the few times where that destroy all siege units hero power would be useful, but I would say I don't have that as a monster. I think I'll just play the Aracuses. And at this point it's sort of just a brute force round, see if they can manage to beat me or not. But what he did was bait me into playing too much stuff, so now even though I won the round, I'm theoretically at a disadvantage. And he played almost nothing. But if he doesn't have any spies, we could still easily win. I believe playing this guy first is actually better. Again, as a Scorch buffer. If he has both... Oh, he does. So he's going to get 64 attack out of those catapults. Assuming he has the second one, because he has the hero power. So that's going to be very difficult to deal with. However, since I've played everything in the deck, I can only draw decoys and heroes off of the Mysterious Elf, I believe. Yeah, so there's all heroes. And he has advantage here. I think I should play Dandelion for sure. That was kind of stupid. But if he played the other catapult, I would be in bad shape. But he's just gonna play the little crappy thing. So at this point it's sort of a gambit of whether I want to save my cards and hope he can't beat me next turn with spies or what have you. Because he will get an extra draw. And since I have Triss, I might as well play Triss and see what he plays. It's mainly if he plays the other catapult that has Link on it. But no, he just plays Triss. So I'll play Emlyrith. And it looks like he doesn't actually have anything, so we might actually win this game. Yeah. He's gaining 16, he's gaining 48, and I think Cyrilla is more than 48. Cyrilla would put me at 102, so even if he had the catapult, I would still win. Yep, we got it. So, there you go, good job. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. The next Gwent video I'm going to do won't be for probably a couple of weeks. It'll be the tournament, and I'm going to go through the tournament with each deck type and see if I can beat each opponent with each optimal deck, or close to optimal deck. We'll see if it's possible or not. I'm not sure. But see you then.